Let's make a Barbie jerk chicken. Happy Sunday. We're going to be making this together. I'm going to keep my recipes extremely simple and easy to follow along. So let's make it together. To my already clean chicken, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of oil because I do believe that the oil helps the seasonings to stick better. Then I'm going to go in with my powdered seasoning. For all the seasonings that I used about a tablespoon of each. So I use chicken seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, and jerk chicken seasoning. I then went in with about 4 to 5 tablespoons of my homemade jerk marinade. I'll post a video of how I made that, but you can also buy the marinade at the store. So I'm going to add that all in, and then I'm going to go in with my hands. I'm going to thoroughly massage it, ensuring that my chicken is all seasoned properly. I'm then going to set that in the fridge. I'm going to wrap that up and put that in the fridge for about 2 hours minimum. If you were able to marinate it from overnight, that's even better. But we're going to set that and put it in the fridge for a few hours just to let that marinate. Once that 2 hours have passed and your chicken has had time to marinate, I'm going to go ahead and just pour a little bit of oil in my baking pan. This is just going to help to prevent sticking. So I'm going to pour that oil in, brush that all over, and then I'm going to put my chicken in. I'm going to be putting my jerk chicken in skin side down first, and then I'm going to pop that in the oven at 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes. After the first 15 minutes, we're just going to go ahead and just flip our chicken over. A little bit of my skin still stuck to the bottom, but that's fine. So we're just going to flip our chicken over, and we're going to pop that back in the oven for another 10 minutes. While my chicken's in the oven, I'm going to start prepping my barbecue sauce. For my barbecue sauce, I'll be using Diana's Original. I'll be adding honey, and I'll also be adding about a tablespoon of that jerk marinade that we had earlier. I'm going to mix that all together, and I'm going to set that to the side until we're ready to brush that onto our chicken. Next, I'm going to go ahead and remove my chicken from my baking pan. I'm going to line something with some foil paper, and then I'm going to pop that back in the oven on broil. That broil is going to darken up your jerk chicken. It's going to give it that nice jerk chicken look, that charred look. So this is the best way I have found while doing it in the oven to get that color that I need. So I'm just going to pop that on something that I can just remove the foil and throw it away. Pop it in the oven, broil it for a couple minutes, and then get that dark color. After about 2 to 3 minutes of broiling the chicken, I'm going to put it back into my baking pan, and this is when I'm going to start applying my barbecue sauce. I'm going to be using a small brush just to apply my barbecue sauce. You want to put a generous amount of barbecue sauce on it. So what I like to do is brush a generous amount of barbecue sauce on it, then put it back in the oven on a low temp, which may be 250. Let that cook for another 2 minutes. And then I'm going to take that out, flip it over, brush my barbecue sauce, put it back in the oven. I'm going to flip it so that both sides get coated with the barbecue sauce twice. And then once it's back skin side up, I'm going to put the last amount of barbecue sauce, put it in the oven, and then I'm going to let that stay in the oven at 170 for about 10 minutes. I'm going to cover mine with foil because at this point the chicken is done. Honestly, this recipe for me was a 10 out of 10. It was absolutely delicious. It was spicy, it's sweet. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I really do hope you guys enjoy this recipe. This is a finished product. Again, 10 out of 10 would recommend, and it was very simple to make because the oven is doing most of the work. But I really do hope you guys will give this recipe a try. Until next time, bye!